Hey guys, good evening and thanks for joining. So in the morning class, we completed network architecture diagram. So as per the syllabus, so far I took approximate, I think more than 20 classes to complete networking concepts. Around 13 to 14 classes belongs to our networking concept. Prior to that one, even I took approximate 7 to 8 cybersecurity definitions, acronyms, and also full forms. More than so far 22 classes are completed. Networking concept itself. So let's go and discuss about next topic as per the syllabus, security frameworks. So these security frameworks, now onwards main our course content or syllabus is going to start. That does not mean that we can go and we can ignore all these networking concepts. So these are all like a basics to our building blocks to our cyber security field, our endpoint security field, our cloud security field, any of the security field if you want to enter into, networking concepts are mandatory and must. Okay. So far we come to networking concepts. So let's go and start about today onwards. I'm going to discuss about approximate maybe 6 to 7 classes, all these different types of category of the attacks. Before going to do discuss about the category of the attacks, first and foremost, we do have the different types of frameworks. What are those frameworks? It's like a baseline. What is my baseline here? For example, if you want to pass in 10th class, we do have 35 marks as a baseline. Same way, it's like framework is nothing but baseline or reference model. We can go and we can consider for different types of the category of the attacks. So those two different types of frameworks are CKC, Cyber Kill Chain Process. Second one called Maitri Attack Framework or Mitri Attack Framework. Today, Exaware company, one of the candidates attended interview. So in that interview, same question they asked. How are you utilizing Maitri attack framework or Mitri attack framework in our organization? Today's interview question. Okay, so most of the interviews, these two questions we can expect it. It's very important. Okay, so let's go and discuss about security frameworks are baselines. What is mean by cyber killing process and what is mean by Mitri attack framework? Let's start now. For that one, what I will do, I will go and I'll create one more sheet. So under this sheet, I will give name as a network and cyber attacks because networking concepts already completed. Network and cyber attacks. I'm creating a new tab. You can see that on bottom of my Excel sheet, I create network and cyber attacks. So then I can go and I can do formatting of this system, this Excel sheet. So then I can go and I can define about cyber security frameworks. First, we can discuss about these baselines or frameworks, or maybe so we can say that we can follow the process in simple words. So cyber security frameworks. So those frameworks are first and foremost, first one is cyber kill chain process. So that is also called as CKC. In most of the interviews, they will ask this question. Second one is called as Mitri or Maitri. Couple of people they'll call it as a Mitri and couple of people they'll call Maitri and both are same. Please don't get confused. So Mitri attack framework, these two. So let's go and discuss about what are these two represent and also what is mean by this one. So cyber culture process from the attacker point of view, how the attacker will try to do hacking to try to compromise any of the our endpoint system or maybe our mobile or maybe our servers or databases or application or cloud instances or any other targeted system. If he or she wants to compromise, they'll follow cyber killing process. It's a completely from offensive point of view. Offensive is nothing but not from internal organization point of view. We are not going to protect anything. So completely attack will try to do compromise something so that he will get unauthorized access or sensitive data exposure. So it's an offensive mechanism. Offense is not good for us. Defense is good for us. Even cricket match also, Why the keeper? He will go and he will do defensive mechanism, because whenever any ball will come, he will try to do so defending of that one, so that so batsmen they cannot go and they can take the runs. So that is same thing here also, defensive mechanism, nothing but here. So as a part of the SOC team, we are going and we are protecting the organization. That is part of the Maitri attack framework. But offensive mechanism is so from the attacker point, how the attack will try to do the hacking. So this we can say that offensive mechanism. So this one, Maitri or Maitri attack framework, not only offensive mechanism, it will explain about how the hacker or attacker or adversary or threat actor will try to do the hacking, but also it will provide about remediation and mitigation, how we can go and we can solve the issue as well. So we can say that offensive plus defensive combination, we can call it as Maitri or Maitri attack framework. So offensive plus defensive mechanism, we can call it as Maitri attack framework. So here only from attacker point of view, here attacker plus combination of our SOC team or blue team. Okay, SOC team is nothing but a protection team. Whenever any security instance will come, proactively they can go and they can do threat hunting. They can go and they can security orchestration automated response as a part of the automation side. Then they can go and they can do even part of the security incident investigation forensic analysis. So that is about the frameworks or baselines for any security incident you can go and you can consider. Approximate, we can go and we can discuss about 60 plus attacks in this class. All those 60 attacks, we have so many attacks, but very, very important attacks we are going to discuss in this class. So those attacks will follow completely cyber collision process. Not only that one, I will go and I'll explain about even mitigation steps as well. So what is mean by this one? For example, in 2021 and 22 and 23, we face a lot of issues in the worldwide or across the universe, pandemic and corona. So there are a lot of issues and there are a lot of people are got even dead, died also, right? So are passed away. So in that scenario, what are the mechanisms we have implemented? So whoever is died, it's like a offensive mechanism because we don't have any solution for that one. But after that 1.5 year, they found the vaccination and also medication or medicines to prevent that solution. So that's combination of both. So offensive plus defensive mechanism. You can correlate everything what we are discussing in our daily classes to regularly in our daily basis examples as well. So that you can understand easily. There is no need to buy hat. There is no need to mug up of anything. So let's go and discuss first one, cyber collision process, CKC. So what is mean by cyber collision process and what exactly steps or process it contain? It is like phase by phase approach. Attacker will follow couple of steps and finally he will try to compromise. So whatever the system he has chosen. Example, I want to compromise HDFC Bank database server, or maybe I want to compromise so Facebook database server. I want to compromise one of the so end user mobile. I want to compromise one of the server. I want to compromise one of the Gmail account. All these are so nothing but whatever the chosen or selection I'm trying to do that. So here I can follow couple of steps to compromise the Gmail account, to compromise the Facebook account, or to compromise the database of the Facebook, or to compromise the so HS Bank database or whatever it may be. So for that one, what attacker will do, he'll follow a couple of steps or phases or process. So that phase by phase approach or so step by step process, we can call it as cyber collision process. So the step by step process are phase by phase approach. So attacker will use all these phases, phase by phase approach. How the attacker will do hacking for the targeted mission is called as CKC, nothing but cyber collision process. So to compromise something, attack will follow all these steps or pages or process. So that steps, whatever the system or server or database or application or credentials or spoofing or flooding or so then cloud instances he wants to try to compromise. So then he can follow that pages or process or steps that is called cyber collision process. For example, I'm opening facebook.com. Facebook.com is an application. Either I want to compromise the user credentials. I know about your email address. I know about your mobile number. I will go and I will try to use trial and error method to guess your password. That password may be, so example, password is the rate of 123 or password or maybe your first name or last name or your mobile number or date of birth or your lover name or your father name or mother name. So these are the different dictionaries can be used by most of the candidates or most of the end users. So here I'm trying to compromise front end user related input validation also. Not only that one, even I want to try to compromise the Facebook backend database. For that one, I can go and I can try to enter the SQL queries or MySQL queries or LDAP queries or OS queries. There are different permutations and combinations I can go and I can use it. So that, so and as an attacker point of view, I can go and I can compromise the front end user credentials and also backend database. So this is one of the practical example. So that's part of the WASP top 10 category of the attacks. So this is one of the way we can go and we can compromise not on the application point. Right now, whatever I said, application database. I can go and I can compromise your Gmail account, or I can go and I can compromise your Windows credentials. I can go and I can compromise your server related credentials or database, everything totally end to end. For that one, attack will follow a couple of steps or pages. So finally, he can achieve his goal or objective to try to compromise. So thereafter that, he will gain unauthorized access, or maybe he will try to do the blackmailing of the money, or maybe he will delete the data, whatever he can gain in case we don't pay money to the attacker. So this is the way how the overall cyber collision process is going to so work out. Any attack you can consider, always it will follow cyber collision process. At the time of the interview, what are the interview questions they can expect from us? Interview questions are, from the cyber collision process point of view, interview questions are, what is mean by cyber collision process? So this one of the question they can expect. Second one, explain about steps of cyber collision process. So these are straightforward and very so easy way we can go and we can give the answer, because they are expecting our definition. So they are expecting about the pages or process what we're going to follow it. But nowadays our interviews are very, very complicated and complex. They will not ask a direct way of the interview question. They'll ask in the logical way and technical way. So nothing but, so they will give one of the attack. So that attack, you have to explain about each and every step, what attack is going to do it. So now you can't understand what I'm trying to explain it. But after completing all these attacks, 60 plus whatever you're going to discuss, each and every attack we have to map or correlate or validate or make a reference using cyber collision process. So third question, explain one of the attack using cyber collision process. So that means you have to take one of the practical example, whether it's a malware category or phishing email category or spoofing or flooding or WASP top 10 or ransomware, any of the category of the attack. One of the attack we have to take each and every step, what attacker is going to do it. So nothing but this is completely real time and also practical oriented question. But first two questions, whatever they're expecting, it's a very straightforward and it's a very simple way. So nothing but they are expecting our definition, they're expecting pages. So these are all the different ways we can expect. So third one is a little bit complicated and a little bit critical. So nothing but if you know about the full form of the attack name, attack description, and what is the mitigation steps, and also remediations, okay, we can go and we can prevent it. So then only we can go and we can provide the overall CKC process. If you don't know about that attack name, if you don't know about the how the attack is trying to do the hacking part, then it's very difficult to explain about third question. So that is the reason. So obviously at the time of the interview, they will expect only reality and practicality because you are giving 3 years of experience and 4 years of experience. So obviously they'll expect only practical oriented, not a theoretical oriented. Theoretical oriented, anybody can go and they can buy hat and they can give the answer in front of the interview panel, right? So anyways, these are the ways, these are different use cases or scenarios. At the time of the interview, we can get the interview questions. So let's go and discuss about in-depth analysis in each and every step what attack is going to do it. So cyber collision process steps are pages are first and foremost recon. So recon is nothing but reconnaissance. Second one is called weaponization. So attacker will use couple of weapons so that he can go and he can try to use those weapons to the targeted mission. So third one is called transport or delivery. Transport or delivery. So fourth one is called exploitation. Attack will try to do identifying the weakness into the targeted mission. Exploitation. Then installation. Whatever the attacker has tried to create the malicious or abnormal or suspicious or unauthorized or illegal or illegitimate scripts or softwares, they can go and they can install into the recon, nothing but selection of the target. So then attacker will try to use command and control. He will gain the unauthorized access. Nothing but our systems will act as a remote control, and whatever the attacker will give or make as operations, our systems will act as a zombies or bots. How you are operating remote control of your machine, like a television or air conditioner or washing machine, whatever it may be. So you are controlling and you are changing the channel through remote control. So based on your instructions, what you are providing to television or air conditioner, it will go and will change the temperature in case air conditioner, or if you want to change your channel in the television, we can go and we can change it. So they're called command control. Now you will act as a remote control person to the television and air conditioner. Same way, once the attacker will compromise our system, he will control our machine. What are the instructions he is giving to us, we can go and we can act as. Because control is there as a part of the attacker, nothing but robot. Okay, so we'll act as robot now. Whatever the instructions they are following, we have to go and we have to say. We have to follow that instructions. That's called command and control. Entire question. That is also called C2C. Command and control. C2C. Finally, actions and objective. What is final main aim and object and goal of any attacker or adversary or threat actor or intruder? Either they want data, or maybe either they want money, or maybe either they want bitcoins, or illegal of way of gaining of the unauthorized access. So that is the objective of any main attacker goal. So these are all the steps will fall under the cyber collision process. So if someone will ask what is meant by cyber collision process, you can explain about it's a step-by-step process or phase-by-phase approach, and the attacker will try to want to compromise target mission. Cyber collision process are steps it contains. There are 7 steps. Those steps are recon, reconnaissance. Second one is weaponization. Third one is transport or delivery. And fourth one is exploitation. And fifth one is installation. And sixth one is command and control or C2C. Finally, actions and objective. So that is called cyber collision process. Okay. So now, what is recon? What is weaponization? What is transport or delivery? And what is exploitation? What is installation? Their command and control and actions and objective. We can go and we can discuss one by one. And one more thing. So there is no persistence in this cyber collision process. Is there any persistence, did I say here? No, there is no persistence. But persistence is there in between exploitation and installation. So sometimes they will ask, so what is meant by persistence as per cyber collision process? But is there any persistence step or process is there? No, not at all. Then how can we give the answer? In 2017 or 18, I went to Intel company. for cybersecurity manager. In that interview, they asked same question. What is meant by persistence? Persistence is like a continuous monitoring. Once attacker will identify the weakness, you'll try to gain the weakness as part of the monitoring 24 bars 7 into 365 days. Once he will gain monitoring part as of the weakness, then only he will try to exploit that weakness. Nothing but in between. So exploitation and installation, persistence will come. Persistence directly we can't see it. But it will be there in between exploitation and installation. No time giving. So as per cyber collision process, where persistence will fall under. What is meant persistence? We can discuss later. It's a continuous monitoring to identify weakness. So where persistence will fall under. So answer is in between exploitation and installation phase. So that is the place where persistence will fall under. Please remember this one also. But nowadays they are not expecting this one, but you have to remember. So next one. So let's go and discuss about each and every phase importance. What is mean by this one? So we can go and we can discuss about definition of each and every one. Reconnaissance, recon. So first step is a definition of each and every phase, a step. Each and every phase, a step. First one is recon. So nothing but recognition, reconnaissance. So example, you are an attacker. You want to try to compromise. So example, State Bank of India. You want to try to compromise State Bank of India. In the State Bank of India, there is so much of infrastructure. There's so much of the cloud instances. There's so many servers. There's so many endpoints. There's so many desktops. There is so many applications. Which one you want to compromise? You have to choose one thing. You can't compromise everything State Bank of India. So selection of the target. So maybe I want to compromise www.sbi.com backend database where all the customer data is storing. I want to compromise the database. So that may be SQL database or MySQL database or PostgreSQL database. Selection of the target. The adversary will choose what he wants to try to compromise. That is called recon or selection of the target. Or maybe in one of the hospital, I want to try to compromise the reception machine so that I can go and I can gain who are the patients are coming into hospital and what is token number and where they are coming from, what the mobile number. So it's a part of PII data, nothing but GDPR compliance. It's very, very complicated data. We cannot compromise our PII data as per GDPR compliance. In case something is getting compromised from the reception machine, then obviously it's against GDPR compliance. Every patient, they can go and they can give the complaint on the hospital. So this second practical example. Third one, I want to compromise one of the nuclear power reactor. Right now, Iran is making a lot of missiles launching across Middle East and also even Israel and other USA-based navies and armies. I want to come nuclear power reactor application. I want to know about that application name. So www.irannuclearpowerreactor.com. Who knows? So that is my selection of the target. So this is the way, and as an attacker, first and foremost, you will try to choose the what I want to compromise. Whether I want to compromise our end user laptop, our MacBook, our mobile, our workstation, our desktop, or maybe our application, our cloud instances, our printer, our router, our switch, our load balancer, whatever it may be. So the choosing of the selection of the target is called as recon. So how we can define this one? The adversary nothing but attacker. So as I said, so attacker, hacker, intruder, protector, adversary, all these are synonyms. Or nothing but all are same. The adversary or an attacker will choose the selection of the target. So that target may be, example, in bracket I'm giving, the target may be endpoint or server or database or application or router or switch or load balancer or cloud instances like Amazon Web Services or Azure or GCP, whatever it may be. Instance extra is called as selection of the target, nothing but recon or reconnaissance. Okay. What is second step is weaponization. So weaponization in this scenario, what attack will try to do that? So he will try to use weapons. You have chosen. So you want to try to compromise State Bank of India database. What are the weapons we can go and we can try to enter? That may be queries or malicious scripts or malicious queries. So that weapons, in case malware category of the attack, macros or DLL files, all those. Attacker or adverse will try to choose the weapons to compromise our target missions. That weapons may be input validation or scripts or so files. All these are weapons. Okay. So weaponization, attacker will choose weapons to compromise targeted mission. Targeted mission. So that weapons may be example mission. Sorry, example I will give. So I will highlight this one so that you can try to understand. This is very practical is very important. Theoretical, who knows? Practical is important. Examples are so weapons like .dll files or macros. It's very dangerous. PowerShell. PowerShell can be used for the legitimate purpose and illegitimate purpose. But as an attacker, I will try to use for illegitimate purpose. PowerShell execution. Malicious PowerShell execution. Malicious, I'll keep malicious. Malicious PowerShell executions. Lolbins. Malicious lolbins. Leaving of the land binaries. Nothing but malware. So lolbins. So then malicious scripts. Malicious SQL queries. All these are weapons. I'll focus on into the targeted mission. I can go and I can use onto the end user mission. I can go and I can focus on to the application or server or did I give a lot of example. I give it to endpoint, I give it to server, I give it to application, I give it to database. All these are examples. I can go and I can do the practical way once we are completing theoretical part. So that is called weaponization. All these are weapons example. So next one, transport or delivery. Third one, transport or delivery. So what do you mean transport or delivery? Nothing but we have to transport what are the weapons we have chosen to target a mission. How that is possible? That is possible via through websites. That is possible via through emails. That is possible via through peripheral devices. That is possible via through any other. So uploading or downloading all those options. So that is called transport or delivery. What you have chosen an attacker point of view. So you have to send that malicious scripts or malicious files or malicious macros or lol bins. So to the targeted mission via through emails, via through application, via through injections. That is called transport or delivery. So delivering of weapons, malicious weapons to target mission via through emails or websites or so then applications are Then peripheral devices like copying of the files. So peripheral devices, extra to targeted mission, etc to targeted mission. Once I'll give practical example, then you'll try to understand. So that maybe example is called as input validation. It's one of the delivery of the malicious scripts into the application side. So then into the server side, copying of the files via through pen drive. Copying of the files, copying of malicious virus files, malicious virus files via through pen drive or memory stick. As I said, so except UK, remaining all other people, they can call it as a pen drive. But UK and Europe people, they call memory stick. Nothing but both are same. So this is one of the way. So next one is through email. Sending of the malicious weapons via through email. Let me email delivery. So these are the couple of practical examples how we can send it to target missions as a weapons via through delivery or maybe transport from source to destination. So that is about our transport or delivery. So now we have chosen selection of the target, we have chosen the weapons, and we have chosen the so delivery of the messages or malicious things to the targeted mission. So thereafter that, so exploitation. Fourth one, exploitation. What do you mean by exploitation here? So attacker will try to gain weakness or vulnerability. So do you think that so all the organizations ready to attack will try to do the exploitation? No. Attack will try to gain the weakness. Example, in your individual house, you did not install any CCTV cameras. You did not, okay, so purchase or buy dog. You did not keep any of the lock or gate, and you do not keep electrical lines. Maybe thief or robber, he will jump into your home, or maybe do not keep security guard in front of your house, or maybe you do not keep not even so thumbnails or fingerprints to enter into your house. All these are weakness. Attacker will try to see same way what are weakness just now identified physical security point of view. Same way, is there any weakness is available to targeted mission? That's called exploitation. So attacker will see, is there any weakness or vulnerability is available to target a mission, so that he will try to gain so weakness. So then after that, he will try to exploit that one. Then that will become now compromising of something. Okay, example, EDR agent is sleeping is a weakness. Our antivirus is sleeping. In case antivirus is sleeping in our system, so you are downloading on the malicious file, your system is going to get compromised. You are injecting malicious SQL queries into application, example Facebook. So Facebook backend database is going to get compromised. That is weakness. So as I said, you are not using CCTV cameras. When a thief or robber has come and he stolen your money or gold or cash or valuable items, that is weakness. So weakness or vulnerability is there in each and every organization point of view, that my endpoint or network or application or cloud or machine learning or data science everywhere. So in our side, we can say weakness, but on application side and mobile side, product side, we can say bugs. Nothing but both are same. Okay. So example, you are traveling from X to a location in two-wheeler rider. So nothing but bike, but you're not wearing any of the helmet. Obviously, there is a weakness or vulnerability. You are met an accident. You are not using helmet. So obviously, maybe more chances are there. It's a more risk. Who knows? Maybe your head is going to capture. I mean, it is going to damage once you are met an accident.
That is nothing but exploitation. Attacker will see in the similar way. Attacker will see, is there any weakness is available? Whatever I have chosen, whether I have chosen about the HSC Bank database server, whether I have chosen the Facebook, so authentication like a credentials, whether I have chosen the ATM machine like a server, all these. It's applicable to everywhere. So firewall misconfigurations. You have done firewall misconfigurations. If you are doing firewall misconfigurations, that is also one of the mistake. And CCTV cameras are not available in your house or maybe in your company. And then we don't know who is coming and is going away. So CCTV cameras are not available or not deployed. So that is called exploitation. So once attacker will identify all these weakness, then thereafter that he will make like exploitation. Then he will try to do that. So exploitation, then he will try to install that malicious activity. So installation. Once the attacker will identify weakness or threat, once attacker will identify vulnerability or threat, then he will install the scripts or malwares or queries or macros or malicious. Yeah, scripts is already over. Okay. So macros to target a mission. So nothing but he will try to install all those scripts. So then finally he will try to compromise our missions. Example, executing of SQL queries into targeted database. Example, Facebook. You want to compromise Facebook database. Or executing of malicious PowerShell execution into targeted laptop. So malicious PowerShell executions created by an attacker, and you click on that via through email, or maybe you download from the website. So those malicious PowerShell is got downloaded into your machine. At that time, EDR agent or antivirus is sleeping. Then obviously it is going to install that malicious PowerShell execution to the laptop. Okay, so this is one of the example. There are several ways I can give practical example. Everywhere we have to go and we have to think about all these practical way or reality. So these are a couple of examples. There are so many things I can go and I can give it. So that's called installation. Once he already successfully installed now, so command and control. That is also called C2C. Adversary or an attacker, he will gain unauthorized access or sensitive data exposure to targeted mission. Example, I'm sending one of the APK file to in WhatsApp group. So then I called you and I said that I'm calling from ICICI Bank, from the credit card department, or maybe so loan department. You can go and you can install APK file, whatever I shared in the WhatsApp. Then maybe you download that file. So whatever the instructions is provided by credit card guy via through wishing. So wishing is nothing but calling a person to gain unauthorized access. They're called wishing. So then, so what are the instructions they provided as a bank person? So then you follow the steps, successfully installed it. Now automatically the command and control will go to attacker on behalf of you now mobile. So you can go and you can do PhonePe transactions. So then GPay, Google Pay transactions or Amazon transactions, or on behalf of the WhatsApp to other people, he will send bad messages or vulgar messages. So then on behalf of your email, then you can send other emails to from your email, everything what you installed in your mobile. So please try to educate your neighbors, your family members, your relations, your friends, your enemies, whoever it may be. So this is called cyber crime. So this is becoming so vulgar day by day. Nothing but is devastating. Okay. So you have to educate each and every person. So command and control. Anyways, what I'm saying that once the attacker is trying to install all these things, So then he will gain the unauthorized access to end user machine. Attacker will gain access to targeted machine. Then he will control as a remote to target machine on behalf of original user. Attacker will control our machines. Then he will use it for malicious purpose. So that is called command and control. Enter a question. What is command and control? Attacker will control target machine after compromising system. So that's called command and control. So that our machines will act as a bots or zombies, as I said. So example, how you are using remote control to change the channels and how you are utilizing so remote control to change or to increase the temperature, to decrease the temperature for air conditioner. So whether you are going and you are doing manual way, no, you are doing a remote control. Now you are an attacker for the air conditioner and you are an attacker for the television or TV. Same way, attacker will gain the access to us. Then he will act as a remote control to our machines. Then our machines will act. Compromised machines will act as a compromised machines will act as a bots or zombies. That's called botnet attack. And whoever is controlling that person name we can call bot header. Whoever is controlling our machines, whoever is controlling, whoever is controlling remote control, nothing but attacker. Remote control, example attacker or adversary. So that person we can call it as bot header. Okay. So that is about command and control. Nothing but already. So fifth step already got compromised. Six step is nothing but is controlling our machines. Finally, actions on objective. So as I said, what the main goal and aim of any attacker or hacker or adversary or threat actor or intruder. So they want either data or they want either money. So as I said, with the data, what attacker will do it? So example, in India, we are using debit card and credit cards. So without OTP, sorry, with OTP only we can go and we can do transaction. But in USA and UK, without OTP also we can go and we can do shopping. So there is no pin at all in USA. So we can go and we can do Wi-Fi transaction. So we can do shopping. It's very dangerous. Okay. So this is what normally actions are. So what I'm saying here, the action on objective is nothing but with the data what attacker will do it. So with the data is nothing but losing your credit card, debit card, that is data. And he can go and he can do shopping, online shopping or maybe offline shopping. Maybe he'll visit Telstra or maybe he'll visit Tesco or Walmart or Costa or maybe so DMart, whatever it may be. So those are a couple of examples. And obviously money. In case, so after compromise something that is critical data to your organization, if you don't pay money, he can go and he can expose to public websites like a dark reading. He can go and he can post it in dark reading or maybe in any other websites. He will sell that data. That's what's happened in India. So police department, all the police department, UPSC, so nothing but IPS, Indian police officers. Not only that one, even other police department, entire overall India police department's data is got compromised. If you want to enter the police department, obviously you need physical fitness and written examinations, and also even they'll conduct so multiple exams and finally interview and everything. And after selecting a candidate into these fields, so thereafter that you have to submit your experience letters, you have to submit your educational qualification, you have to submit your fitness certificate, you have to submit medical certificate and everything. All these entire database got compromised. And attacker was expecting around 80 crores from the government of India. Okay. But government of India did not pay that money to the attacker, and attacker was exposed to the dark reading website. This is there in the last year. Even not on that one, Aadhaar card. 80 million people, nothing but 8 crores. 8 crores people. So data is got compromised into Aadhaar card. All the data, first name, last name, Aadhaar card number, for UIDAI portal, where Nandan Nilekan is implemented Aadhaar card. So, so that nothing but everything is got captured. All those data is available in the dark reading website. It is there once again in the last year. So this is what. So attacker will try to do blockmailing. In case if you don't do that blockmailing, whatever attacker is expecting, obviously, so they will try to expose the data to the public. Anyone can gain the access of your data. It's a private data. So that's very dangerous to us. So actions are objective, but attacker will attack will gain finally unauthorized access or sensitive data exposure. Okay. So that may be money, that may be bitcoins, that may be, okay, example. So money or data or bitcoins extra. With the data, what attacker will do, as I said, if I know about a debit card data or if I know your password, I can go and I can do compromise the system. Example, if I know about how to develop the paracetamol tablet, what the chemical formula they are using as a part of the production environment. They don't have any copyrights, they don't have any patents, they don't have any trademarks or secrets. Then tomorrow I can go and I can develop RK Pharma based company. So then I can go and I can deploy. So couple of, okay, so MSc chemistry people, whoever graduated from the PG side, then I can recruit them. Then I can go and I can develop and I can do production. I can do lab environment testing, then quality control. And finally, we can go and we can develop injections or pills or tablets or vaccinations and everything. So that I can go and I can export that one to Canada or Australia or USA, North America, everywhere, whatever it may be. Then I'll become so pharma-based company expert. So this is what data we can go and we can make sure that. So data also is very important organization that indirectly leads to. So losing of our reputation of the company is going to damage it. So that is the reason we have to maintain the so patents or copyrights or trademarks and so on. Okay. So that is about overall cyber collection process steps. So now we can take one of the practical example. That is third question. So far we completed two questions. Nothing but what is meant by cyber collection process, and second one is called as explain about cyber collection process steps. So, but what is third one? Take one of the example attack and explain why through cyber collection process. So now I can go and I can take discrete one or complicated one. Most of the people they'll say malware category of the attack, but I don't want to. So I will go and I will take WASP top 10. So cyber kill chain process with attack example. What the attack example we can call it SQL injection attack. It's a WASP top 10 category of the attack. So now this practical and reality. This is what normally they will expect. Not only this attack, any attack, most of the cases. So they can expect via through real side. Every attack will follow these steps only. Now, what is my SQL injection attack? First and foremost, SQL injection attack. I want to give the definition. Attack will try to inject malicious SQL queries into the wherever input validation is required. So then he can go, he can see whether that application is vulnerable or not using the malicious SQL queries. In case that malicious SQL query is executed, then backend database is going to get compromised. That is called SQL injection attack. So first one is input validation. Before going to about explain steps, input validation. Input validation is nothing but input, sorry, input validation where the user is providing input is called input validation. Where the end user is providing data as an input. is called as input validation. Example. So in the Facebook, email address, mobile number, password. I'm an end user now. Obviously, I'm providing my email address or mobile number or password. I'm the end user now to Facebook company. So that is called input validation. In the similar way, LinkedIn.com. So now, spelling mistake. So I want to apply one of the job in the LinkedIn.com. So sorry, mine is open. Sorry. I will open another website. So then HDFC Bank. So I want to log into HDFC Bank. I'm clicking on net banking. So now my customer ID I'm entering and also my entering my password. Then I can go and I can log into my customer ID. Sorry, my HDFC Bank. So this is now input validation my customer side. So everywhere, example, the Facebook after logging, you're clicking on the like or share or comment button. Even Instagram also like or share or comment one of the reel or one of the video or one of the audio, whatever you're trying to give as a heart symbol or maybe cry symbol or maybe kiss symbol or whatever it may be. All these are called input validation. Your friend is posting some of the funny video into the Instagram and you want to comment it. It's a very nice video. It's a very funny video. So that is like input. You are providing input to your friend, whatever he post in Instagram.com. So now you're an end user now to whatever your friend is posting the Instagram.com. So nothing but finally what I want to say, input validation is applicable to where the end user is providing. So like a like or share or comment or username and password or customer IDs, all those feedback or summary, everything is called input validation. So now coming back SQL injection attack. SQL, first of all, what is SQL? SQL is database. Attacker wants to try to compromise backend database. So for that one, what is attacker will try to do? Attacker will try to inject malicious SQL queries wherever input validation is required, and he will see whether the application is vulnerable or not. In case the application is vulnerable, attacker will execute those malicious SQL queries, and finally attacker will compromise backend database. Which database? SQL database. Backend SQL database is called SQL injection attack. It's one of the very, very, very popular interview question. Okay. Now I'm highlighting this one. So now this is SQL injection attack example. Now, so as a customer ID or user ID, what is the customer ID or user ID if you want to log into our HSC Bank? Either we can go and we can enter into, so example, I am entering, so my surname or anyway, test is accepting, or maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's my customer ID. Either we can give the, so customer ID as a username and password, and password we are entering password at the rate of 1, 2, 3. Now I'm clicking on the login button. Example. So this is the correct way to provide input to log into our HSC Bank. But if I'm trying to enter example, so SQL queries like malicious SQL queries like SQL star insert table into star where whether it is accepting, I typed so much. Example, SQL queries like example SQL queries are select star insert into table where so serial number equals to 1 to infinity. 1 to infinity. So then item ID, item name, sorry, item ID, 1 to infinity. Then, so then item name, example, I can say that item name, maybe we can give electronics item like a tablet or so then wallet or maybe so then so your mobile or maybe laptop or everything. So electronics items. So then quantity, price. So then we are closing as a part of the select star into table. So this is the way how we can go and we can write. So this is what database team, they will go and they'll create now. If I'm creating this one now, was what is final output now? Final output will be, so first I'm giving, so serial number. So next one I'm giving, so item, sorry, what is the next one I'm giving? So next one item ID, Next one I'm giving, so item ID, next one is item name. Next one is quantity. Next one is price. So this is what I'm creating one of the SQL query. Now serial number is 1, item ID belongs to 1000. So item name is belongs to laptop. 1000 belongs to laptop. Okay. Quantity I need 1 and price it's approximate. So $200. So then serial number 2 and item ID belongs to 1001. Second one is mobile device. So then quantity we need 2. Then each and every mobile cost approximate. So then I can say $1,000 or maybe $1,500 into 2, $3,000 USD. So this is the way how the SQL queries can be implemented by database team. It's not our role, but this is what. Now, for example, if I'm going to Amazon now, Amazon India or Amazon, so then online shopping. So then you can go and you can give example laptop. I'm not logged into laptop. I mean my account. So laptop HP i7 I need. So I need, okay, this is the laptop. So if I'm clicking on this one, I want to purchase this one now. So now when I'm clicking on this one, it is fetching the data from the database of the Amazon.com or the backend database here we are using SQL queries. This is the way how the database team in the backend, they can go and they can write a queries. That is for legitimate purpose. Then whatever I need just now, as I said, one of the laptop is one of the quantity. I need 2 mobiles as a part of iPhone for $3,000. Then I will go and I'll add to cart. Then finally I'll check out and I'll pay the amount. The cash on delivery or maybe so via through debit card or credit card or maybe net banking or multiple options via through QR code or scanner, whatever it may be. So do you think that this one will work without database? So database team is creating all these tables into the SQL queries. Then only once we are fetching the data, so the data will fetch the database using the queries what we are trying to enter it. I entered here now. So laptop is my quantity and what I need from HP. So this is what how the database is going to work. It's not our role. Now I want to compromise this database now. So to example, Amazon database, I want to compromise. Or maybe I want to compromise. So State Bank, HDFC Bank database. So instead of the giving, so legitimate queries, I will give illegitimate queries. So illegitimate queries means what? Select star into, select star, insert into, whether it is accepting that one, input validation, no, not at all. It's a malicious query now. In case you are providing customer ID or user ID, then only it will accept it. Not only this one, you can go and you can take Facebook also. If I'm entering my email address or mobile number, then only it will accept. If I'm giving select delete, So star table into where input validation. So if you are giving this one, whether it will accept that input validation once even they are giving the, so this queries, it's a false condition now. 1 equal to 0 is a false condition. 1 equals to 1 is a true condition. If you are giving the correct, so email address and mobile number, that's a 1 equals to 1 true condition. If you are giving 1 equals to 0, nothing but this is 0 now, false condition I'm giving now. It's a malicious query now. It will not accept by our backend database. So this is the how the application developer, they will develop the code in the front end development side. In case if you are accepting this type of malicious queries also, so backend database is going to get compromised. That attack is called a SQL injection attack. So this is now 1 equal to 0 is a false condition. You should not accept it. What is 1 equals to 1 true condition? Only it has to accept our email address or my mobile number. So that is about overall SQL injection attack. It's not required. Otherwise, I will keep, no problem. So that is about how we can go and we can write SQL queries by database team. So now let's go and discuss about, oh my God, already time. Okay. So yeah, let's go and discuss about cyber collision process for the injection ply attack. Cyber collision process, 1 second. So here steps and here steps are pages. Then here example attacks, not attacks, example executions by an attacker. For which attack we are discussing? SQL injection attack. SQL injection attack, cyber collision process. Okay, now what is first step now? Recon. So recon, nothing but selection of the target, reconnaissance. So what is selection of the target now? As I said, I can go and I can try to compromise Facebook database, or I want to compromise HSA Bank database, or I want to compromise Amazon database. That is my selection of the target. So selection of the target example is selection of the target is to compromise Amazon database. So that is my targeted. Don't give R like a Facebook and everything. Amazon database. Second one, weaponization. What the weapons I can use? Malicious input validation, malicious SQL queries, malicious SQL queries wherever input validation is required, like username and password example. So here I tried example username and password. Even the Amazon also, I will go and I will try to log into my account. So here I will enter my mobile number. So then I will give our email. So here I will enter try to malicious scripts like select. First of all, it is not accepting also. Okay. So because this is the developer already, they rectified this issue. Okay. So this malicious data, I'm trying to execute it. That is called weapons. Now transport or delivery. Transport or delivery. In this scenario, so in the websites or application, because I'm trying to do this attack on the application wherever input validation is required. So to deliver the data via through application front end, via through application front end, like username and password field. Okay, that is transport delivery in the websites. Via through application or website, I will keep both. So that is transport or delivery. So next one, because I'm trying to enter the malicious SQL queries. So next one is exploitation. I can see whether So this type of queries can be accepted by Amazon, or this type of queries can be accepted by or HDFC Bank or my Facebook also. So we'll see whether the malicious queries can be accepted by website, Amazon website or not. In case it is accepting, the Amazon is trying to penetrate by an attacker. Amazon database is vulnerable to attacker, an attacker. So next one, installation. So successfully, he already seen it is vulnerable to that one. He will try to execute those commands. Attacker will execute malicious SQL queries into Amazon website. Amazon website as a backend database. Amazon website, and it will accept by backend database. So now command and control. So it is already accepted by command and control. So nothing but installation is complete successfully. Command and control. Amazon will execute. So attack will execute malicious SQL queries into Amazon website, and it will access to backend database. Nothing but all the database got compromised. So command and control. Attacker will take control over Amazon database. Once he will take control, he will try to add or delete or modify, change the passwords, updating the files or deleting the file, everything he can go and he can change it. So he can he has overall control as a admin. Okay. Finally, actions on objective. Attacker will ask either money or he will take data from the Amazon database. Will take data from Amazon database. So this is called practical example, guys. So which example we discussed? SQL injection attack. SQL injection attack is a part of WASP top 10 category of the attack. So nothing but yesterday I have shown this one already. WASP top 10. (2025). So you can see that fifth one is called as injection fly attack. I can make this screen. So sorry, you can see that AO05, nothing but fifth in the top 10. It's a fifth one category. Injection fly attack continues to heavily tested, but has failed in the rankings. It includes flaws like SQL injection. Nothing but attack will try to compromise our backend database. Forget about process scripting that we can discuss later. But we are discussing about one SQL injection. Nothing backend database getting compromised. So this is the practical example I given as a part of cyber intelligence process. What are attacks we are going to discuss? So 60 plus attacks we are going to discuss. Each and every attack, same process you should know and you should try to understand. So at least one attack at the time of the interview, you have to go and you have to explain it in case they will ask. In case in simple, they will ask like, what is cyber intelligence process? It's a very straightforward question. So you have to explain about these process and also this definition. But at the time of the interview, they'll ask like one practical example. You can go and you can explain. You can take this practical example. You can go and you can apply it. So this one of the example. Every attack will follow these steps. Okay. So forget about nothing, but you need to know about what is meant by each and every step will do and what attack will do in each and every step. And also you know about attack, first and foremost, what the attack is about. If you don't know about the attack definition, it's very difficult to give this answer. If you know the attack definition, then only you can give the answer. If you don't know that attack, it's very difficult to give the answer. Okay. For every attack, attack will follow these steps. Okay. So now we are going to discuss about around, as I said, 60 attacks. Every attack we have to go on, we have to use same steps or process. Okay. I think that's all for today's case. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? Any
No, sir.
questions, guys?
That's it. Thank you, sir.
Please try to understand about this. Okay, whatever I'm saying in the practical reality. So whatever I'm showing everything. Okay. So it's not like a theoretical I'm explaining. Everything, each and every topic what I'm discussing, I'm correlating to our practical and reality side. Please try to remember that example. Otherwise, you have to by heart. There is no other option. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you so much and good night. See you tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Good night, sir.